Welcome to PhD Lyrics, overanalyzing the songs you shower to.
Where we take your everyday playlist and put it under the microscope.
Exactly. Today, we're tackling Post Malone's Pour Me a Drink. Now, is this just, a standard Friday night anthem?
Or is it perhaps a complex meditation on post-industrial malaise? A cry from the alienated soul?
That's the question. Let's get into it. First off, 40 hours got me going out my mind.
Okay, yeah. Surface level, relatable. We've all felt that work week grind.
Totally. But are we perhaps missing something deeper?
Well, if you, let's say, apply a Marxist lens, that 40 hours isn't just time, it's potentially surplus value being extracted.
Right. Yeah.
Leading to this alienation of labor he talks about. Your mind isn't your own. It's just like frazzled from the demands of the system.
So less TGIF and more existential dread rooted in late capitalism.
You can certainly read it that way. It's a form of mental detachment born from repetitive, maybe unfulfilling work.
Okay. Then he throws in, Dallas dropped another game in overtime.
Yeah, see, that feels almost jarringly specific, doesn't it? Mundane, even.
Right. Like, why that detail?
But think about shared experience. Sports fandom, Durkheim's collective effervescence.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be this big communal high.
And it's instead disappointment. Again.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So is this specific loss maybe a stand-in, a metonym perhaps, for larger societal disappointments? Like the promise of consumer happiness always falling short.
Interesting. A microcosm of letdown. Okay, next. Caught a ticket speeding down the 65.
Again, very casual, just a thing that happened.
Yeah, he doesn't sound too bothered.
But what if we look at it through, say, Foucault? Power, control, norms.
You're saying the speeding ticket is resistance.
Well, maybe a micro-resistance, a tiny, fleeting act of agency against the rules. A little bit of deviance in a totally controlled environment, like pushing back just for a second.
Huh. I never thought of a speeding ticket quite like that. Then the mood shifts. Now my baby's goner than a Tulsa wind.
Yes. Beautiful imagery there. Very evocative of loss.
And that specific Tulsa wind, it's so airy, intangible.
Exactly. It taps into that sense of ephemerality, things you can't hold on to. You could even connect it to Lacan's concept of the real.
The real, how so?
Something intensely felt, experienced, but ultimately, it slips through the cracks of language and symbol. It's lost. The feeling is real, but the person, like the wind, is gone, impossible to fully grasp or represent.
Wow. Okay. Heavy stuff from a country-tinged pop song. And what's the immediate reaction to all this? This weight?
Judging by the stone-sober state I'm in, need to crack one wide open.
Straight to the alcohol.
Classic escapism, right. Sociologically speaking, it's a coping mechanism faced with work alienation, societal letdowns, personal loss. The culturally available solution is often self-medication. Numb it out.
Makes sense. And woven through this is keeping up with the Joneses.
Yes. The engine of so much modern anxiety.
That relentless comparison, the consumer drive.
It maps almost perfectly onto Veblen's idea of conspicuous consumption. It's not about need. It's about displaying status. An endless, often exhausting cycle of wanting more because they have more.
Which just feeds back into the pressure and the need to escape.
Precisely. It's a closed loop. Then there's that intriguing line. Bourbon brown eyes try to get me drunk.
Yeah, personifying the drink, or maybe is it a person?
Or perhaps a blurring of the two. In a world that can feel hyper-individualized, maybe the solace found in a substance starts to take on the qualities of human connection.
Like, is he seeking comfort in the bottle or in someone associated with it, or does it even matter anymore?
It raises questions about intimacy versus escape, doesn't it? Where do you find connection when you're trying to numb the pain?
And throughout the whole thing, the refrain, pour me a drink, over and over.
That repetition. It's powerful. Is it a descent? A mantra to achieve oblivion?
We're just a desperate plea, like someone, anyone, help me deal with this.
It could be all of those. A demand for external relief from internal turmoil.
It's really quite something. You start with what sounds like a simple song about having a tough week.
And you end up navigating Marxist theory, sociology, psychoanalysis.
It just shows how much meaning can be packed, maybe unintentionally, maybe not, into everyday art. Makes you wonder what else we're missing just by listening on the surface.
Indeed. The mundane is often where the profound hides, if you take the time to look.
Well, this has certainly given us a lot to think about next time this track comes on. If you enjoyed this overthinking session,
this lyrical excavation.
Yeah, then please do like and subscribe for more. Until next time, as Posey says.
Somebody pour me a drink.